Hello, I hope you are doing marvelous today. In this video I would like to cover Between the Stars, a truly great space opera action RPG game with a lot of side activities, stuff to explore, ship modifications and whatnot. It is really overall a huge game, but let's not talk too much, let's just right into the game. I will start with the prologue because it makes it a little bit easier to show some of the basic game mechanics and get you settled in. So let's go.
Alert. Systems damaged. Warp drive pressure increasing.
Crew, boost warp drive to full power!
But Captain,
I said full power! That's an order!
redistributing power. Capacitors charging in 4, 3.
Just a bit more.
Warp successful. We've made it.
Alright, once
Mai?
we're into the
Damage
main
analysis.
phase of which right now is
Starting
pretty much a
damage
tutorial, I'm
assessment
gonna try to explain a little bit
Testing
about
main
the game
engines.
itself. We can adjust our throttle. In the lower right you see the power bar, which is like 2 backwards, up to 4
Moderate damage.
forward thrust.
Engines operational.
On space we got a little afterburner.
Testing navigation systems.
We can roll or rotate our ship. We can go up and we can go down and left and right. Nothing too
Navigation
spectacular.
systems
Well,
operational.
the game is in early access
Testing power
basically since
systems.
2019, so yeah, it's in early access for 5 years already, and it also was kind of hit by the corona thing. Yeah, by the
distribution
C
correct.
virus, so to speak. We also got this little energy management system similar to the old X-Wing or TIE Fighter
We're
games.
detecting warp signatures in the vicinity.
And it
We've been
actually
followed. Prepare for
just
attack.
recently got his last campaign update, so the campaign is fully finished right now, and you can play well completely if you would like to do so. What they are aiming for, or why they have not fully released the game yet, is still a little bit more polish, bug fixing and all that stuff. I think they also want to add some more side quests and stuff like that, but basically the game is near its completion. That's why I wanted to feature it at this point and not earlier. I think this game is really nice. The space combat is a little bit more on the capital ship side. So as you see here, we are not a super agile starfighter like in a lot of other games, but more of a giant capital ship brawling it out.
Work team.
We also got some skills down here which I didn't use sadly. We'll show them later on. But we also got the loot.
But I must inform you that the enemy bypassed our shields. 2 casualties confirmed.
Probably should
System
give you a
analysis.
chance to
Critical.
listen to the basic
Repairs
storyline.
needed immediately.
All right. Mai, what's our current position?
We are currently in the Thamus 6 sector. It is on the outskirts of the Interstellar Republic's headquarters.
We should be able to reach it using our drive engines.
Preparing warp drive.
Well, if you have played a game like Rebel Galaxy, which comes to my mind as a recent game, you
Warp drive
basically
engines damaged.
know
Jump
how this will
impossible.
play out a little bit.
Mai, which is the closest space station in this sector?
It's the trade station and Terra's port.
Set in the coordinates.
More Dakar, more better.
Coordinates set.
There we go. We got our little
Mai,
space
situation
something
report on
drive,
Meteor's
quantum.
port.
Let's let's just say
Accessing
quantum drive. It's quantum engine, so probably.
This station serves as a
We're
crucial
going
hub for
quantum
business
speed
tycoons
here.
and mining sector speculators. It has a large port specialized for trade freighters.
Later
that
on, you
return
will
full of
also be able to
materials from
jump in
mining
between
settlements.
systems, stuff like that. Just like in some
They
other
also
space
swear
games.
they have the best beet soup
The
recipe
map,
in
as
the
you saw
universe.
earlier, is pretty huge and there's a lot to be discovered. But let's follow our introductional path for now and not give too much information, as I also want to leave some
Captain Scott
stuff
from
to
the
be
5th
discovered
Republic
for
Fleet here.
yourself.
We request docking permission.
Station control tower here. Dock at the assigned bay. Over.
Basically, the only thing I
Receiving
kind of
coordinates.
dislike in this game is the
Establishing
docking, which we are
communication.
just witnessing,
Docking
because I wish there
protocol
would
prepared.
just be this you know, heat the station, like request docking, and then you are got this auto landing sequence and not like this. I have to fly up towards it manually, even rotate into the right direction, I think, yeah. I just wish it was be a little bit more convenient and quicker. Because sometimes, or in later stages of the game, it gets a bit annoying to dock all that stuff. And sometimes you're coming from the wrong direction, then you have to fly around, and you know. A little bit more of like quality of life, I think it would be to have an auto dock feature, but just my personal opinion. Let's keep going. He wants to get us to the docks. You discover a great commotion around the freighters on the station when you exit your ship. You hear shouts from all angles and merchants bidding ever increasing numbers over merchandise. You and your crew leave the freighters behind and search for a repair workshop. You find yourself looking at the neon lights when someone bumps into your shoulder. Ouch, that hurt. It's a scruffy young woman who begins to collect spanners and metal objects of all sorts she had on her as she tries to steady herself. Sorry, I wasn't looking where I was going. Don't worry, are you hurt? No, it was entirely my fault. Oh, excuse me, Captain, I'm so sorry. My name is Susan. I'm the head of the Pulsar Ship Repair Workshop. What can I do for you? Actually, we were looking for a repair shop. What a coincidence. You walk together to the docking bay where your ship is located. Susan rubs her eyes incredulously. I don't know that word, I'm very sorry. No way, a KP-564SC warship. It's completely totaled. How did you manage to... Alright, we can do it, but it won't be cheap or easy. The repair cost greatly exceeds your credit amount. After negotiating, you agreed to handle a series of tasks for in return for the repairs. In the meantime, they will give you a completely operational ship. Susan, do you know where we can find the communications room? Of course, Captain. There's a transmission bay in the next district over. I can show you the way. Large space stations often have a transmission system, highly superior to that of normal ships, allowing for cross-sector communications. You walk through the station until reaching the transmission bay, where you encounter two guards. After identifying yourself, you are allowed to enter and spot the transmission crew, busily sending coordinates and data to nearby stations. You are granted the terminal in order to send a situation report to the Republic. Captain Scott here. We are transmitting from Enteros Port in Sector Thema 6. Captain Scott, we were expecting your arrival 2 days ago. Yes, sir, we ran into problems. We were following the trail of slave network in the Lithoba 1 sector. We infiltrated the base and secured the intelligence that you requested, but our scientists are still unable to decipher it. During our retreat, we were ambushed by an assault fleet. We thought we had left them behind when we arrived at the sector, but we were intercepted. We finally managed to finish off the enemy ships, but 2 of my crew members have lost their lives and the Genesis was practically destroyed. I'm sorry to hear that, Captain. We will give them the send off they deserve. What is the current status of the Genesis? Our ship is damaged. Currently it is inoperative. As soon as it is repaired, we will return to the headquarters for the Stellar Summit. As one of the most experienced captains of the Republic, your presence is presence is requested as head escort and reception of our guests. Every governing body of the galaxy shall be present, and we will set aside the differences in favor of a new era of peace and prosperity. Don't worry, Admiral, we will arrive before the visit starts. Basically, we are witnessing the foundation of the Federation. The Star Trek one, no, I'm kidding. But it obviously kind of sounds like that. So here we are in the commercial hub where we got all the stuff like a store. We got our contacts, which is basically missions, and he also wants us to pick this one up. In order to repair that ship, we will need an ion reactor. This wouldn't usually be a problem if we had the needed materials, but this isn't the case. We haven't had any news from the space fighter E-32 Pulsar repair ship in 2 Earth days. Her crew isn't answering any hails, and their last coordinate show it's nearing an asteroid field known as Enteros Cemetery. We need you to find them, investigate the area, and recover the cargo. Okay, well basically we could just head out, but let me quickly fly over the certain things we got here. So we basically got the store with different cannons we can buy, missile systems, repair kits, electromagnetic shieldings like subsystems of all kinds of sorts. Even this missile intercepting stuff, stuff that raises our accuracy, cooling systems, and whatnot. Obviously, we'll find different systems in different systems. that was a tongue breaker, never mind. This is our stash where we can just pull in some loot from our cargo bay that we probably or maybe don't want to carry around with us for whatever reason. There also is like, well, not exactly ground combat, but like ship combat or like crew combat where you get boarded and stuff like that, which will turn out in dice rolls, but just some equipment for that stuff. This is our ship itself. There is our different skill sets that we got at the moment. We got our different kind of subsystems that we also can change however we would like it. Let's quickly make sure all our weapons in one weapon group. I don't know how important that is, to be honest. I always just put them into one just to make sure all of them are shooting, but even if they are not, I kind of feel they are shooting all at once. But well, you got 6 weapon groups to choose from and build stuff from. You got different statistics on the guns, as you see. We got this hull damage thing, shield damage, also here shield damage, hull damage. As I'm seeing right now, I probably should exchange those, as these variants are way more powerful. Also, sadly, eat a little bit more of energy, but that shouldn't be our concern for right now. Let's see. Hold on. We got a cloaking, mine launcher, and a pulse generator. I think I'm not having a shield at the moment. I don't like that. Do we have a shield? Not really. Okay, never mind. Last time I played, I could have sworn I had a shield at the beginning. But then, never mind. We also got engineering, where we can build different stuff. This is the blueprints we got available at the moment. This up here is our resources that we will need for building that stuff. Here we see an example of what would be needed to build this flak cannon in example. We got the scrapping workshop, where we can just throw in stuff we have and it will be disassembled for resources. This is actually also one of the sections that's a bit controversial because it's in real time and later parts will take a lot of time to actually get scrapped. And I don't know why they choose to make it real time and there's like no way to accelerate it, but it's real in-game time. So if it's 2 hours, you have to play 2 hours before that thing is like disassembled and you got the resources you might need for something that you have to progress, and yeah, can get a little bit annoying. We got our crew members with also medals with raise different attributes. Just as an example, you can read that yourself if you would like to at the moment, because I still have to fly over some more stuff and still want to show you some of the game. That's why I'm not going into full detail here, just some examples. They also got certain skills which come handy in certain situations, but more of that later. This is our test at the moment. This is obviously the one we just took. Let's select it, and as we can start leaving the station now and actually do that set objective. Oh, nope. I was a little bit too vicious here.
Everyone to their posts. We must find that missing freighter.
Okay, I'm stuck.
Captain, do you think it could have been an attack?
Am I flying
Strange.
backwards? I'm not
If it
flying
had been
backwards.
an attack, the security systems would have asked for a security detail from the station.
Okay, this is
and
kind
they
of
would
my
have come
fault.
to a date.
Sorry, I never had that before. There we go. Holy hell. I really managed to get like right in between these two wingy things. Never mind. Never mind. We're free. Free like a bird. On the road again. Let's go.
To guarantee the safety of its freighters. This behavior would be a direct violation of Organic Space Law 412, Section 2/08.
Yeah, so we just put in that quantum drive again. Similar to Rebel Galaxy, these distances have to also be traveled in real time and sometimes take a little bit. So this is definitely on the slower side, and also sometimes you should just enjoy the ride basically. Can get a little bit tedious if you are not too much into this more relaxed kind of gameplay, but it's fine, I think. It gives you just the sense of vast space that you are actually traveling. And with sequential drive, I mean it's mostly below 1 minute that you are driving in between points.
Coordinates, Captain.
There doesn't appear to be anything.
Let's quickly get a little bit
Mine,
closer.
can you scan the area?
I detect irregular radiation readings coming from the middle of the cluster.
Well, I'm doing a little
Let's
bit.
take a look.
step ahead here. We have to zoom in
We've
with the
found
right
source
mouse
of the
button, I
radiation.
think.
We should proceed to scan.
Affirmative. Mai, prepare the analysis module.
Preparing the scan system. Scan complete, Captain. It's a fragment of the freighter's calibration reticle. I am 98% positive that the damage and radiation emissions confirm a plasma cannon attack.
This looks like the result of an attack. Mai, can you follow the radiation signature?
Comparing samples. Similar readings found in nearby coordinates. Establishing route.
Well, there's also some small micro stutters performance-wise. I hope they are able to figure those out before the game releases. That's, I think, some of the polishing they still want to do. We also got our cloaking device, just wanted to show that quickly. We can go full invisible. Well, for a short period of time, that is.
Captain, we're being hailed. Shall we accept the call?
Affirmative.
Ex-Cleo, commander of the Starship Insurrection of the pirate fleet here. I order your immediate retreat. This frigate is now under our control. Surrender or we'll open fire.
This is the captain of the warship Genesis of the Interstellar Republic. I demand you halt your activities immediately.
Captain Scott? Of the warship Genesis? In that hunk of junk?
You asked for it. True to arms!
Okay, they wanted it. Let's mess them up. This thing actually can bite and should be underestimated. The two guns we had there in the beginning are pretty powerful. Well, evading in this game is not that easy, so you should expect to take somewhat of a beating during combat. And should really think about which combat to take. Come on, let me get a little closer there. Let's do a little stealth. Should hopefully lose track of us like this. There we go. That's what you get for pirating in our sectors. Let's quickly loot him. And obviously also the other two. I like the loot system that you just
the
have
ship's
to grab
remains
it
correspond
basically.
to the freighter we've been searching for.
We have to look for survivors and confirm the shipment was in fact stolen.
Preparing
Sorry.
to board.
I feel like the music might be a little bit too loud. I actually made it a little bit louder than before just for the ambience purpose, or like, you know, getting the true feel of the game. Because I feel like the music is very important. I have to say Rebel Galaxy pretty much nailed that rich, like, Western style music, which was pretty awesome. You could maybe, if you played StarCraft 2 also, that would be a good comparison. Yeah, also we got these little exploration mini games. Let's have a look. You enter what's left of the freighter as the bay doors close behind you. Within it you find the remains of what used to be an enormous commercial freighter. You can see all sorts of supplies and objects on the floor, accompanied by what were once their crew. After some time searching the corridors, you come to a passageway with two possible paths. Let's go to the right, let's go to the left. Let's go to the right. Your crew and you advance through the corridor you have chosen. The farther into the ship you go, the more you feel you are not alone. After a while you reach another crossway. Let's just go to the right again. After walking in circles you arrive... okay, I get it. You arrive at the hallway and a bay door that opens in front of you. Through the door frame and still within the darkness you are able to make out the faint light. Let's enter. As soon as you enter, the bay doors close and the light turns on. At the end of the room you see the raw protonite shipment stacked in rows that emit rays of light. A robotic voice surprises you. It seems to be the ship's MAI system. Intruders detected in the loading bay. Activating security protocol. Opening evacuation bay doors. We are not intruders. Hold, we are the crew of the Genesis of the Republic. Opening suspended. Validating credentials. Error. They are intruders. No, I am Captain Scott. We are here to rescue the freighter. I demand to speak with the captain immediately. Well, let's try that. Ah, okay, we need to do a little dicey roll. Let's try that. And we failed. Obviously. Let's see how this is turning out. Maybe we are dead. Your charisma level doesn't allow you to succeed. The captain has no time to speak with intruders. Establishing analyzes probability of intruders not being identified as intruders 100%. The bay door begins to open and the crew and yourself hold on to what they can or what you can. The force of the vacuum pulls you forcefully towards them. The weakest of your crew members begins to have trouble holding on. Losses or wounded 1. Okay. Oh yeah. Our specialist over here got a wound. Okay, then we are intruders. If you open the bay doors, the shipment will be lost. Negative, the shipment has been anchored here to ensure its security. Okay, you can see the chests have mechanically anchored ledge to the floor, although some are completely damaged. Okay then, we are intruders. 0% probability that the intruders are identifying as intruders, establishing analysis error. The AI begins to calculate probabilities while it seems confused. Only someone who isn't an intruder wouldn't claim they are. What are your orders, mate? The main system has to ensure the security of the shipment and is tasked with eliminating the intruders who would take it. If you want to protect the shipment, you would be the intruder that is jeopardizing. Analysis error, fatal logic error, intruder destruction. The bay doors close behind you, eliminating the risk of being expelled through them, and the AI continues a litany of errors until it comes to the conclusion that it must eliminate itself. You hear its voice turn off as you ensure everyone is safe. The machine spirit left its body. Blessed be the Omnisire. Man, I played way too much Rogue Trader. Okay, we got the rope. Let's
go back to the
continue.
station to inform
Enough
Susan.
nerding out here.
What kind of pirates assault a protonite freighter just to abandon it?
X-Player's weapons do not correspond to the radiation we've been following.
Captain, the coded data seems to follow the same pattern obtained in the slaver's base. Our team can't undertake an investigation. We haven't found enough matches.
While the graphics are not top-notch, I would say if you look at this, it's pretty good. It's pretty fine. Nothing to complain about. Looks pretty awesome. You can certainly enjoy this view. Well, I certainly can. I mean, maybe you got way higher standards, but I don't know.
Comms Chief, request permission to dock.
I do enjoy
Station
these
control
views.
tower here. Dock at the assigned bay.
Even though this is not my most favorite sector, it's a bit
Receiving
boring to look at, but there's so much
Establishing
more beautiful
communication.
stuff
Docking
ahead.
protocol prepared.
Hope we don't get stuck again. Nice. Let's meet with Susan and see what she has to tell us. After arriving at the station, you go to the docking port where your ship is located. In it, you spot Susan, who rushes out to meet you. You are back. Have you found anything? Susan looks at you expectantly, waiting for an answer. We have found the freighter, but there weren't any survivors. They were all dead, Susan. We were unable to do anything. They were violently butchered. Let's be realistic. This cannot be. I know the pilot ever since we were kids. Were you able to recover the cargo? That was a short period of grieving, but well, at least there's some good news. Our crew is currently working heavily on the repairs. Since you need the ship as soon as possible, maybe your engineers could help us. Could you process the protonite slabs and fabricate a new ion reactor? Of course, we'll get right on it. I think we have to go to the commercial zone for that. Go to our systems section here. No, departments, my bad. And to the engineering where we can create... No, not yet. First we have to go to scrapping, get that raw protonite in. There we go. A lot of good, fine resources. And then we can do the ion reactor. Yeah, pretty nice, pretty nice. There we go. An excellent job. With this, we will have everything we need to finish the repairs. I have another favor to ask of you while we finish things up. Speak with me when you are ready to go. Alrighty then. Let's have a quick look if I want to have anything here. I wonder if I actually... Do I want to have 10% more engine power? What systems do I have here? I don't think I need the mine launcher. necessarily. Oh, I do have an iron reactor, then let's just put that one in. Okay, we good. We good. I guess got another mission waiting for us. Let's actually buy that repair kit. I got more than enough credits, so this shouldn't be a problem. Oh, I also had one. Never mind. Okay, so the light blue stuff is actually just for processing, and well, not only just, but you could process this. So basically, my stash probably should be filled up with this, and I can just throw these sticks into the scrapping pile. All of them. Yes. And as you see, it's taking some time, but at the moment that shouldn't be too much of a problem. We have stopped receiving protonite shipments. After the attack on the freighter, we cannot guarantee the commercial route security to the mining stations in the sector. Inspector Howard Huggins must fill out his forms immediately, transport him and evaluate the station's status. Accept the contract. Let's leave this. I don't think I have to go to the dock again. Maybe that already was
we have a long way to
the
go.
favor she
We
asked
should
me
depart.
for.
Engines on maximum drive.
Unauthorized order.
Since when is he
You lack
giving the
bridge
orders now?
privileges.
Thank you. Thank you, May.
So now I have a babysitter? Is the Republic sending you to watch over me?
It's a matter of security, Mr. Huggins. The last protonite shipment was assaulted.
Captains are not what they used to be. If a pirate ship attacked me, there wouldn't be enough space for them to hide.
We're sure of that.
We know how this is gonna turn out. He's probably gonna cry and hide in the corner as soon as we get into a fight. But let's get him to his destination for now.
What the hell? These transport ships are not ours.
It seems they found a more interesting intermediary than your company, Mr. Huggins.
This can't be. We have to register this immediately.
Oh, hold on. It's kind of a problem that he shows me like a controller controls while I'm not really. Okay. There we go. Probably like that. There we go. That's what I wanted to do. Hopefully what the game was asking us to do, yes.
When the foreman finds out, heads will roll. Captain, we have to go back to the station now.
What happened?
I forgot my lunch.
Mr. Huggins.
False alarm, I found it.
Seriously? Dude.
Captain,
I have to set
no
that on
sign
us.
of activity on the station.
It looks completely abandoned. We should dock and discover what's going on here.
I'll stay on the ship. Covering your backs.
Great help. Just as expected. Let's try to go in smoothly here. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. There we go. When it's green, it's good. The dock bay doors open and the captain and the crew arrive to a large reception hall. It currently only has emergency lights on the show that remain of broken furniture strewn around the floor, forming large mounds of rubble. We need to reactivate the generators. Look for survivors and let's continue our advance. But let's start off with reactivating the generator. I feel like if there's someone alive, we will find them probably. You search the chamber for an energy terminal to reboot the systems. After a few minutes, you find a room that contains the generators. Captain, we have detected an anomaly in the generators. We could use the remains of one of the destroyed machines to make them work again. There's no need, I can fix it myself. Probably should do this one as it's just a 3+ needed. Are you kidding me? Almost failed. Jesus, okay. My god, my luck is bad. Your crew system upgrade level allows you to succeed. The team analyzes the damage within minute care and repairs a temporary solution. A few minutes later, construct an apparatus that allows the energy flow to temporarily function. I mean, all this pronunciation is pretty similar to Warhammer 40k, just in my defense. While the lights on, you can see the destruction in the chamber much better. A dust cloud envelops the area. Among the remains of the rubble, you can see buried human remains. Oh, we found the people. Continues through the chamber when suddenly you hear one of the bodies still breathing. Let's help him. He could be an enemy, it's best not to do anything. Upon digging out the body, you find the crewman is still alive, badly wounded man. They came, we resisted. The man moves his arm slowly and pulls out an ID card. He hands it to you and then the light fades from his eyes. Rest, we need to find out what happened here. You advance through one of the hallways. On the walls you can see scratch marks and blood. You reach a completely sealed bay door. Next to it you can see a small keycard reader. Let's be honest here, this looks like a cultist invasion. Forces of chaos at work. Okay, I'm gonna stop now. Team, you can try to hack the terminal. Oh my god, with my luck that is a no-go. Oh, I see an 8. We got it. Boys. Good work, crew. Your crew system upgrade level allows them to succeed. Well, them, not me really. The engineering team gets to work and start manipulating the terminal. A few minutes later you hear an electronic sound and the bay lights flash a few times. Before your eyes the door swings open, allowing your entry. You advance through the hallway and search the different rooms that you find. You arrive at the bridge where the log of recent dockings or events must be. The large computer that occupies the room is completely destroyed. You continue advancing throughout the smaller chambers without any luck finding anyone. No clues as to what could have happened here. In one of the workshops you find plans for a weapon prototype. Maybe your engineers could make use of that. Oh, that's pretty cool. Let's go. Sadly there's nothing on this station besides death and doom.
So?
We've looked over the station. There are no survivors.
But this can't be happening.
We have to inspect the last station.
I think I've
Isn't
had
that
enough.
one we went
should
to
head
first?
back.
This oversteps your jurisdiction, Mr. Huggins. You can come with us, or you can stay here. You decide.
This is an outrage.
I wonder
you guys
what
are kidnapping
kind
me.
of weapon blueprint we found there.
Preparing the jettison hatch for immediate exit.
All right, fine. I'll go with you.
Okay, well, I appreciate the fun, the pun. It's kind of sad they made us stop here. I guess that was the other station that we just saw in the upper section of the screen. That we went to first, I mean. Because I felt like that, like going back into the direction I came from, that's why I felt that it was. Oh, there's ships. You finally arrive at the last station after hearing Inspector Huggins' complaints the time you cannot wait to finish the mission. Everything looks calm on the station when suddenly a group of ships appear in the area. They are pirate ships. You recognize Expleo's emblem on their hulls. May they want revenge? There's no time to lose. You order your crew prepare to defend the station.
Captain, the station is under attack.
Fire the nuclear missiles!
We can still turn the ship
hold on.
around.
These are the enemies.
We won't abandon any enemies. Crew, stay alert. We'll hold off the enemy attack.
Yeah!
Sir, yes,
Let's
sir.
F him up. I feel like I'm a little bit overpowered for this section. I don't know why I have this very powerful guns at the beginning, but then again I don't have a shield generator, so it's just fair. Aiming can sometimes be a little bit tricky. Whoa. Don't shoot me, please. I'm not on your side, but I'm also not your biggest problem here. Even though I'm killing most of you. Okay, I'm overheated, or don't have any energy left, better said. Die! Die! Easy. After the skirmish, the mining station director thanks Captain. Those pirates appeared out of nowhere. They wanted to keep our protonite extraction. We are lucky you arrived when you did. You are safe now. Are these attacks normal? No, this area is usually very peaceful, but the past few days there have been a few skirmishes between pirates and trade ships, but this exceeds any other incident we have had to date. Do we have any information that could be deemed useful? You asked the director if he has any relevant information. I have no idea what they could want besides our protonite, although an attack of this scale it just isn't logical. Oh wait a moment. The director disappears from the visors only to return a short time later. I've been informed that we've recovered an encrypted mission on one of the ships. Maybe it'll help you. Okay. Thank you,
Captain, the
Chief.
corrupt transmission corresponds to the rest of the data patterns.
Let's get that good look.
Is it possible to begin an investigation, Crewman Burton?
The science team currently believes we have enough data to decode
Got
everything.
a lot of
We will
weapons.
begin right away.
And there was a blueprint.
Understood.
Okay, so as far as I remember, yes, there we go. Department's research. Let's pull in that corrupted data. Oh, I also think I can have a quick look at what kind of blueprint we found there. What is actually new? I think this one, right? Or no? If I should be fully honest, I have no freaking clue which one might be new. This one looks the most powerful for sure. I think maybe one of the missile launchers. That's a huge maybe though. But you know what? Let's actually build one of these things. Just okay, I'm missing resources. Never mind. Let's
Our work
continue.
here is done. Let's head back to the station.
I think I need a vacation.
Ah, stop crying, Mr. Huggins. We were doing all the work. Got the pulsar ship repaired to speak with Susan. Yeah, Susan has to answer a lot of questions about what is going on here and why we have to be included in this. I don't know if the speed up of the ion generator actually does anything for these travel periods, but let's just try it. I've used it before.
Comms Chief, request permission to dock.
I'm also not like exactly sure what these buttons mean, but I think they might be corresponding to like web systems
Receiving.
destroyed or something like that.
Establishing.
Oh no, obviously it's our
Docking
key
protocol
shortcuts.
prepared.
I'm so confused. What is you actually? Okay, I guess we will have in-ship events that we can look like that. I'm not too fond of that. B is for bug reporting, I'm pretty sure of that. O is probably just highlighting what we have to do. Okay. It's not that complex, as I expected. No, stop. There we go. There we go. Susan, I am coming. Make dinner ready. Not because. Oh my god. Forget what I said. I don't want to get into trouble here. Once back at the station, Howard says his goodbye with few words and he leaves the group. Susan comes up with a more cheerful demeanor. You're finally back. Inspector Huggins looked a bit out of place. Did everything go well? It's best not to ask. Is there any place in the sector that isn't ridden with death? The truth is that with the organization of the Great Summit, the Republic patrols have been reduced in order to be called back to headquarters. It's provisional, but it looks like it was enough to cause all of this. Yes, we will present ourselves as soon as possible. Wow, I'm sorry to hear that. Susan looks away a few seconds, but recomposes herself and resumes the threat rapidly. In any case, we have good news. It was though, but your ship's repairs have been completed. I guess this is goodbye. Don't be strangers to come visit us if you are ever back in the sector. Of course, we will see each other again.
Captain, our scanners detect multiple signals in the area. Maybe we should investigate them before warping to Tacit Stella. Perhaps someone needs our help.
Alright, then we will do that. Yeah, with I think we should be back on our, yes, on our large battleship. Okay, I see we got way better guns. Okay, I was shortly concerned of having we lost that, like, a little bit better guns, but as I see, we are pretty good. So let's just go. Oh, come on, not again. Note to myself, don't immediately accelerate. Okay, so we can either immediately do the jump or go to the distress signal. Obviously, as good citizens of the Republic, we will heed for the distress signal first and kill everyone without asking a lot of questions. I mean, rescue everyone and ask questions? Nah, first option sounds way better. Less troublesome and more straightforward. Oh yeah, I'm also missing out on some of... I mean, I kind of missed the light fighter. It was pretty good. Let's be honest, it was pretty good. There's nothing left. A transmission from a civilian ship interrupts an otherwise tranquil voyage. Captain, thanks goodness you've arrived. A terrible disease has spread throughout the crew of my ship and some of its passengers as well. Sadly, we don't have any medics on the ship. It could be quite serious. I'm sorry to hear that. Have there been any casualties? A sickness of what type? Contagious? We don't know, Captain. We need a doctor urgently. Oh no, my god. How can a lung come out of his ear like that? What the hell? Did you hear that? Those are the screams of the rest of the infection. Amongst them are some kids, orphans, and maybe a few puppies. Not the puppies! Hold on, we sent our scientists to Medicine 7+, and I got 2 dices. Pretty risky. Pretty risky. Let's try it. Please. Ah, is that a 9? That is a 9. Yes! Oh, okay. The sun is... Never mind. I did. The last question, that's separate. Your crew's medicine level allows you to succeed. Your scientists arrive at the ship and quickly run diagnostics and multiple tests. After a little over an hour, it appears they've detected the source of the infection. Captain, it seems that this is due to a fungus found on a planet that you've arrived from. Up until subjecting yourself to the chemical processes of atmospheric exit, it mutates and can cause completely unexpected effects on humans. Luckily, we have the products needed to neutralize the effect in the laboratory. Hold on. The puppies are fine, right? Okay. Okay, because they don't talk about the puppies then. After fever and everyone's symptoms have died down, the puppies are fine. We are heroes. Is there any remaining point of interest? Doesn't look like it for sure. No. Okay, so I guess we're off to Tessat Stella. Where are we even? Ah, we ended. Okay. Maybe I could have taken another contract? Why is there no check mark? I don't like that. Did I miss anything? Nuclear missile ahead? Just for good measure. No, think we're fine. Let's initiate space travel.
Captain,
on the road again.
The investigation has finished. We've been able to restore the transmission we picked up in the slavers' headquarters. I think you need to hear this immediately.
Nartos, Fleet Admiral of the Children of the Sun here. Situation report, Commander.
Commander Explio from Lithobia 1 here. All preparations are complete as per your orders.
Perfect. The Galactic Summit is nearly upon us. The wrath of the Children of the Sun shall fall upon the Interstellar Republic.
I can't believe it. We have to relay this as soon as possible.
Understood, Admiral. Although there's something that worries us. A captain of the Republic is snooping around the sector. We followed him after his warp jump, but he destroyed our ships.
Take care of him as soon as possible. Now is the time for us to control the mining and commerce network. Send a pirate fleet and make sure that the protonite mining stations are under our control and that none of the Republic stations are supplied. Break their will, and if necessary...
Oh crap. Probably shouldn't have just flown over here.
We welcome you, captains. The reception is awaiting you on the docks. All representatives and diplomats shall be escorted to the Senate chambers, where the summit shall begin.
I don't think we'll be having that summit, Admiral Xiao. The Children of the Sun no longer receive orders from the Interstellar Republic.
What is the meaning of this, not us?
For centuries, the Children of the Sun have been subjected to the whims of the Republic. That time has come to its end. We order your retreat and complete demilitarization of your strategic points across the universe.
We've looked out for the security and common interests of the universe for hundreds of years. We won't cave into the scare tactics of a few bloodthirsty savages.
Just a few, Admiral? We've been complacent for too long, but that's over now. The Children of the Sun will no longer be led by an unworthy puppeteer. It's time to cut those cables and strangle our detractors with them to the last.
Admiral, this is high treason. Opposition to the Republic like this means a death penalty to anyone who supports your rebellion.
Negotiations have ended, Xiao. Surrender or die.
Not us. Be reasonable. This means war on a universal scale. Millions will die.
The decision has been made, Xiao. May the sun light your way, Admiral.
Oh, this escalated quickly. Let's get right into combat and show them that they are not to be messing with the Republic. Oh, why did my engine not fire up? Ah, don't run the station,
Captain,
that's very
our
important.
shields have been damaged. We won't hold out much longer.
Up. Stop shooting me with laser beams.
Sun are attacking the headquarters.
Let's get out of that kill cluster. I think we're actually not doing completely horrible. We're killing a lot of them. Ah, read it. Well, like mentioned earlier, it's kind of hard to evade anything really. But you should still try it, and not just go straight ahead like me.
The chances of the station resisting
Moving around makes aiming really hard sometimes. But as you see, it's yeah, I wanted to definitely show this battle as it's pretty awesome. This is kind of still somewhat on the smaller scale compared to some of the later stuff. So just that you got a small expectation of what is in this ride that you are taking by playing this game.
The headquarters is at a breaking point.
I think that's a capital ship, so he's probably pretty hard to take down. Let's still try to get behind it though.
Explosion imminent.
Probably won't be able to take him out. Even though I'm doing a lot of damage here.
Station has been destroyed.
Crap.
You'll pay for this. You hear me? You will pay for this, even if it's the last thing I do. I'll get you if I have to follow you. End of this story.
Captain, snap out of it. We need you more than ever now.
Captain, there's a fire in the reactor room. The pressure readings are off the charts.
We will make sure he regrets his attack now.
Answer, damn it! Bastards, you won't finish us off.
Come on.
We've lost the propulsion engine.
Finish it. Finish them. I mean, it's taking a lot of damage, let's be real, yeah? We hammered that thing. Just don't have enough firepower, sadly. Let's try to take out more of the little ones, actually. Probably should have tried to do that earlier. Not focus on the big...
Status critical.
You'll never get away with this, Nodus! The Republic will prevail!
Captain, Admiral Shiao's ship has been destroyed.
Oh my god. Could you stop shooting me,
All
please?
captains, focus fire on Narco's ship. He can't be allowed to leave here alive.
Oh crap. I might explode soonish.
Engineering workshop has suffered a massive breach.
Alert. Alert. Decompression imminent.
Remember, Diaz, leave the room immediately. That's an order.
Well, we took a lot of them with us.
It's too late. I have to close the doors to avoid the entire ship's decompression.
Where are they all
Don't do
coming
that.
from?
Hear me? Get the closing of those bay doors.
Manual lock activated. Closing bay doors.
Didn't realize they're like
It's been an honor.
flying
Captain.
straight next to me.
No!
We shall not surrender.
I'll end you, Narcos. Line redirect all power flow to the cannon.
Change in security protocol requested. Confirmation required.
Captain James Scott of the Interstellar Republic, ID 412AC. Deactivate protection protocol.
I think we got most of them besides the
Crew
biggie.
security protocols have been deactivated. Captain, systems will not support the overcharge. The probability of death is 100%.
We cannot allow the children of the sun to get away with this. Line, full power.
Yes, Captain. Life support offline. Defense systems offline. Redirecting power. Power at 110%. 250%. 500%. 1000%.
For the Republic! My situation analysis.
Systems completely destroyed. Crew dead.
I see. So this is it, right?
MAR system. Protocol error. Damaged.
Easy. I'm here with you. Rest, Mai. Rest.
At least we saved the puppies. And with this, the epic journey begins. We basically get to do a quick setting here. Basically, I'm gonna leave everything on normal or as intended in case of the dice roll, dice combat, negative attributes. I want all of the good stuff. You can play permadeath if you choose to do so. This is obviously pretty daring to do that because it's space. There's dangerous corners in space. If you fly into the wrong direction, you might die quickly. Yes, that's the thing. But I mean, it's obviously for the hardcore fans and it's hella fun. I mean, if you're into this kind of stuff, that definitely is a lot of fun, for sure. It gives you this extra sense of being in a lot of trouble. So, we are starting basically as a new person. I'm not remembering its name. I'm just gonna show the very beginning of this. We can choose between 3 starting ships. Yeah. Let's go fly quickly over there. Mercury Thallium is a small cruiser. Mercury's development engineers achieve great agility and acceleration by reducing the hull armor and offensive capabilities. In addition to being fast and agile, the Thallium has superior shield generators, normally found on more advanced ships. So it's not that bad, even though it looks pretty ugly. The Infinite Astral is a C-class cruiser, normally used to transport medium loads in hazardous areas. Its 9 engines are capable of providing good acceleration despite the mass of the ship and its cargo. It is an older model, but it's still widely used today, with some pirates taking advantage of its size to modify the ship by adding more weaponry. Reminds me of a Corellian corvette from Star Wars. I like this ship, looks pretty cool. Also, we get some cannons, light plasma. Yeah, that's a pretty basic, good setup. Can also change the color. And our emblem. But let's have a look at the last one. The Cosmo Transport is a very versatile and well-balanced C-class cruiser. Its low manufacturing costs make it one of the most common ships in the Republic fleet. It also offers ample space for both crew and cargo. Among its weaknesses are its poor agility and low acceleration. Yeah, to be fully honest, just by the stats, I kind of like this one. What kind of armament do I have here? I mean, the armament is pretty much the same for these ships. These have the special one. I actually like this one, I think. Let's take a bluish, just to have better camouflage in space. Let's go with Japan. The Japanese flag. No, I'm kidding. That's not the Japanese flag. I'm not an official source for this kind of knowledge. Okay, we can create our captain now. We are obviously very capable we see that by the looks on our face. Let's go with Fuzzy. I'm confused in that case, just by the looks of it. Okay. We cannot do another capital. I really dislike that, so let's just go with Fuzzy confused, whatever. Robotized reload strong. I think these are attributes I'm having. Probably I can also reroll them. You can obviously choose to be a female captain also. But as I just started creating this one, I'm gonna keep on going here. You can choose the color of your skin if you like stuff like that. Change your hair color. I don't really, well, care about this as we're obviously not seeing ourselves too much, but I want to look powerful and intimidating, so let's go for the Picano. Yes, yes, just like that. And we need to be huge and white. Like, not the color, like white. What happened? No. I was not done with general yet. What happened here? No, now I look like... What happened with my settings? It was so awesome before. Okay, never mind. Well, you can also change your face, eyes, nose, stuff like that. We're gonna skip all of this for sake of this video. Let's just go.
Captain, we're in the sectors adjacent to Tacit Stella. The War Council will not be held for another 2 days.
Understood, May. We'll take advantage of the downtime to supply our ship and patrol the area. Input coordinates to the nearest space station.
No need, Captain. Our power levels will let us fly for at least another 2 weeks.
We've spoken about this, May. The crew is exhausted. They've been eating nothing but synthetic proteins for a month. They need a breather.
Aye, Captain. Coordinates set.
So yeah, and just like that, we start off as our new personal captain. I mean, the story is like sidelining the prologue at this point, where we are like going to the same meeting, but from a different perspective. I'm gonna start off with just some of the distress signal. Let's have a quick look at the sector. Okay, it's not possible right now. It just traveled. And yeah, basically you are playing the role of this other captain that you just created and follow, well, the stuff that just happened in the prologue, but like your own route. You can trade, you can explore, you can fight. Let's go. Once you've confirmed the signals on the monitors, you can glimpse an abandoned ship throughout the bridge's bay window. You immediately get chills. The hull seems intact and the distress signal, coupled with the lights which are still online, confirm the power system is undamaged. The terminal lights up and crew member Han gives her a report on the situation. Captain, the ship's crew is unresponsive to our incoming transmission. We will keep assistance safe distance until further orders. Sorry, I'm reading a little bit fast here. Get the suits ready. We are going in. We must answer the distress signal. Withdraw. It's not worth the risk. Let's
Pilot,
go
take
with
us
that
to the
first.
next target.
Okay, I think that means we gotta board that ship. I think the blue marker means boarding it. What kind of guns do we have? Not too impressive, but it will have to do. We also don't have any shield generator, so we probably shouldn't be too overly vicious with enemies. Am I even getting closer? Man, the ship is slow compared to the others. The goblin request has gone unanswered, so the only viable route is force the hatch open. The antechamber leading to the interior of the ship would make sure complete decompression is avoided. A well-chosen safety measure to ensure rescue is possible in the case of an opening system failure. Your crew gets to work and they exit the ship with their spacesuits on. In but 1 hour the machinery is positioned and ready to force the opening on the hatch. If it were made of tin. Let's go in, I guess. You board the ship and make sure the power flow is stable. Upon confirmation from the engineers and receipt of the toxicity readings from this scientist, you proceed through the decompression room and remove your helmets to continue investigating. I'm so sorry. You traverse the corridors with caution, alert to any signal that might indicate imminent danger. Silence, absolute silence. Not even the slightest sound comes from any of the rooms you leave behind. This is baffling. The ship was in good shape even though the crew had disappeared. You hope that at least the maze system will shed some light on what has happened. We will stick together. Never split up in these situations. Following your order, the group takes position. You go through the corridors together in search of a clue or signal until a snap behind the hatch puts you on alert. You raise your hand to indicate to the crew following you that you are going to enter. You activate the opening of the hatch and the room's entrance open wide. You enter the room, which is in complete darkness, and turn on the lights. A foul stench assails from you inside, but you cannot identify its origin. You push forward, examining the terminals in search for any traces of survivors, but it seems like the maze system is inoperative, which makes the likelihood of finding anything in ship's logs impossible. You are sitting engrossed at the terminal when you hear a smash, followed by some screams behind you. Search where they are coming from. You turn around and absorb in horror as Nakajima falls to the ground. His dagger is gripping a stone the size of a not-so-small book and covered on your crew member's blood while staring at you wide-eyed. Whoa. We will probably... I mean... I mean, he might just be scared. Let's go with that one. The man does not answer and throws himself at another crew member, raising the stone again to strike. Warn the crew member that there was a maniac target, evades it, and tackles him to the ground as the rest of the crew rushes to his aid. The man struggles and contorts, bending himself into shapes you may never thought would be possible for a person. Amid screams more animal than human, they finally manage to handcuff him, but it is not until one of them shocks him with their stun gun that he finally ceases struggling. Nakajima gets up with some difficulty and raises his hand to his head. You see his face and shoulders are covered in blood gushing out of the gash wrought upon him. But miraculously, he is still alive. Let's return to the ship. The medical team must examine you. You turn around towards the ship when you hear a voice coming from behind. It seems one of your crew members is calling for you. Gaines, deranged Luther. What is it? No one dares think, sir. Suddenly you feel your hands grow heavy and look down at them. The same stone the man was clinging on to before he was handcuffed is now in your hand. You do not remember when exactly you picked it up, but you can see that it is some sort of tablet. Sheesh. Let's head back to the ship. This is giving me a migraine. This is scary. Pretty strange stuff happening here. Yeah. I guess we have to get that tablet. Oh no. Maybe we don't have to get that tablet. But hold on. Do I have a shield generator? No. No. Okay. Can research a shield generator. Probably should be doing that. Can I build anything? Sure does not look like it. So, I mean, I could do an iron reactor. That would be a start. Laser interceptor. Flak cannon. Oh, the research has failed. Yeah, that also can happen. Basically, I wasted that thing now. Very sad. Can I research again? Yes. Just costs me again, right? Yes. Hopefully this time I'm gonna be a little bit more successful. I'm probably not gonna want to build anything as of yet. So, used to disturb mutative to ship's holding cell. Oh yeah. So that's why the inner menu is for. You descended to the ship's brig in search of the man to whom the tablet belonged to. Since he was arrested, he has not said a word. Actually, he did not say anything before being captured either. The man simply attacked you without any prior explanation. The only sound he has made have been screams and growls, more akin to an animal. You approach the force field of his cells and observe him, completely still and curled up in a corner. It is difficult for you to hear, but he seems to be emitting a weak, pitiful cry. There are many questions that needed answering. Who is this man? Where did he get the tablet? What has happened to the rest of the crew? With all those questions in mind, you address him. I came to talk for you. The man seems to ignore you and keeps doing his own thing. You can see his mouth moving frantically, but you cannot hear anything at all. What happened to the rest of your crew? Do you hear the flutes? Don't let the music stop. Don't wake him from his dream. Let him sleep. That's it. It's all a dream. Dreams have no form. Chill runs down his spine. What exactly does that mean? The man drops his head back in between his knees. This is useless. His state of mental instability is readily apparent. You gave up and go back to the bridge. Maybe giving him some time to clear his mind will allow to get some answers that are not just incomprehensible gibberish. Then let's get back to work, I guess. Well, yeah. As mentioned, I would like to go to the station, at least for now, to get maybe some basic equipment, like a shield generator. Or anything more useful? Oh, maybe. Nah, let's go. Let's go. There's still suspicious activities in this sector. We cannot have that now, can we? Well, I really enjoy this game. I hope you do enjoy this too. I know this is a bit more on the lengthy side, but I really wanted to show like what this game has to offer. I think it's very worth your time. It costs roughly around 30 euros. It's nearing its completion. I think like probably around, hopefully around March, April they released the 1.0 version, but that's just an estimation by myself. There's not any news as far as I know at this point about when there will be the actual release. We've arrived at the corresponding coordinates and spot a suspicious ship. The best thing to do is send a transmission for them to identify themselves. May opens communication and directs a call to your terminal. On the screen you can see some big yellow eyes staring right at you. What luck. A starship. The captain jaws open up to speak. Yes. That's actually what I thought. It just seems somewhat offended. Few people can understand that language. The Cesar were last introduction to the Interstellar Republic after years of diplomatic work, greatly hampered by the complex phonic system they possess. You're not one of those few, but after the treaty and in territory of the Republic, they are subject to the same laws as you, therefore upholding them as part of your jurisdiction. I must check out your cargo, Captain.
Pilot, take us to the next target.
Do I do that by scanning or do I have to like board him? I feel like boarding is a little bit aggressive, isn't it? So nice. The red sun. The green planet. And the fine classical music in the background. Am I even getting closer? I feel I'm so slow in this thing. Unbelievable. There we go. I don't know. I just steered to the right and suddenly it kind of accelerated. It doesn't seem to understand what you are saying, but it accepts your docking request. You board the ship and meet the captain. You have only seen one or two in your entire life. The borders have been open only very recently, and few of them ventured outside the sector. The galaxy is not exactly small, but up to now they are the only other intelligent species that has been found, so having seen one or two before did not make this event any less impressive. These beings are approximately 2.5 meters tall. His two yellow eyes seem to emit light, like two spotlights over the orifice where a nose would be. His silky skin and mysteriously smooth appearance was disturbed in a range of colors ranging from grey to white. They definitely command respect, especially with those jaws by way of lips. All of a sudden you feel deeply grateful for their reputation as pacifists. May I see what you are transporting? Yeah, he leads you through one of the corridors to a large room that you can smell before arriving. In it you can see approximately 50 terrestrial cows. It's funny that after all the things that have been speculated about extraterrestrial life, the only one that has proven true is their fixation on these animals. I need to see your live animal transportation license. We must check in case there's any hidden goods. So we got 1 dice for each, so let's go with the charisma check. It's a little bit easier, should be good. With the words, he moves away for a moment and returns with a document that is effectively the permit of trades with the living species. Everything seems to be in order. Perhaps it's strange to be asking a creature that could split you in two with only his hands for a permit to transport cows, but a surprising number of ecosystems were annihilated before the legislation of the Republic on the transport of species regulated the market. Everything's in order. Have a nice trip. We must check in case there's any hidden goods. Let's try the luck test as it's a little bit easier now. And another 6. Great. Nice. Give me some stuff here. The captain seems puzzled, but he does not do anything while you check the hold. As soon as you arrive at the small crate, he nervously heads towards you. In the interior you find several vials with whitish substance. Is that cocaine? Comes as no surprise as the successor. Besides a taste for beef, also have a particular addiction to the consumption of resin from one of their native ferns. The sale of Cesta resin is prohibited due to its effect on humans. This quantity is quite small, although it could be worth a good amount of credits, as well as it being out in the open. Everything seems to indicate that it is clear for the crew's consumption. Although its possession outside their territory is penalized, it is not considered a crime. Has gained a new attribute, nurturing. Increase the amount of experience gained from events. Be careful with this, it can be dangerous. Let's just leave them to it, if it's kind of allowed. They said it's not a crime, so why should I arrest them for it or take it away from them, right? Let them have some fun. Space travel can be boring at times if you don't fight everything you come across, or like somewhat of a self-acclaimed space ranger like we are.
Seriously? Another interception?
These
Activate
bastards.
The weapons. All crew to battle station.
They shall regret that. If I can take one out quickly, I should be in a somewhat good position, but that's not good. That's not good. I need to shoot back. Number 1.
One of the enemy ships has been destroyed.
Could you please not ram me? Good sir. Yeah, the aiming can be a little bit tricky, because even if you like shoot directly at them, doesn't mean you're actually hitting them. Ah. Almost. There we go. How dare you attack me? I am the law!
Crew, we're out of danger.
Okay. Give me that loot. Give me that loot. I'm pretty low at this point. I don't know if I really wanna check out that other suspicious activity, but let's see, let's see. We must not be, well, intimidated by a little piratish presence. Those pesky bandits. Maybe it's time to relax for a bit. Oh, give me. Oh, oh, stop. Then let's do this little, whatever activity that is. A long yawn echoes from the command bridge. The crew has long retired to rest, and the deathly silence along with the dim lighting of the monitors have pushed you to your limit. May, I'm going to rest for a while. Let me know if there's any news. Roger that, Captain. I got this. You get up to stretch your back and run your hands over your belly. You had your last meal a short while ago, but the stomach is rumbling with hunger. Head to the dining room. You go down the stairs and walk down the hall in silence. During these quiet moments, the ship seems like a different place. Nothing to do with the busiest hours. Now that the corridors and most of the rooms are empty, you enjoy the leisurely stroll. That to the dining room opens and you step inside. At one of the tables, several crew members laugh, engrossed in what they are doing. Although you don't pay much attention to them, you go straight to one of the fridges and grab a piece of fruit. Captain, would you like to join us? Get closer to them. Take a bite of the piece of fruit and walk over to the table. Ventura rolls the dice and stands up in excitement. Double betrayal in your face. The crew members are playing the Fleet, a very popular dice game. The goal is to add figures to subtract lives from the rest of the players. The last player alive wins. How much is the bet? 200 credits. You look at the rest of the crew. It would be 5 players, so the profit would amount to 800 credits per round. Let's do this. You grab a chair and sit next to Ventura. You're still sleepy, but you hold out long enough to pluck them a bit. You grab the cup and get ready to roll the dice. Get ready, Nakajima. I haven't yet forgotten about the Foundation Day. No, I think sun always means success, right? Yes. That's a 10, I think. 800, nice. Make the last roll and you smile satisfied. Not bad for a first round. No, I'm already in a plus. Let's go for one more. Maybe. Okay, never mind. Still earn some money. Screw you bastards. Okay, now I'm leaving. Don't take long to go to bed. May will make us in a few hours. Well, we earned some money, so I guess that's still pretty good. Let's just check out the suspicious activity and then immediately get back to that station. Oh, I got a bad feeling about this. Our radar system detects ships in the surrounding area. The open communication was greetings, Captain. You are humbled merchants of the Republic. We would like to help you by offering men at a reduced price. This is a slaver ship. They are trying to sell us people that we could use as crew. What should we do? It's kind of strange. How dare you try to sell slaves to a military ship of the Republic? Turn off the engines, lay down the arms. You are under arrest. Slay activate ship predator. We have given the chance, Captain. Your righteousness condemned you to die serving as a slave.
Activate the shields. Let's finish
Okay,
them
maybe
off.
sometimes we should forget our righteousness a little bit. Let's try to focus on that one first. It's hard to tell when I'm in range. So hard to hit. Oh god, I don't have any shields actually. Okay, probably should go for the other one first. They lured me into a trap. No bullshit at me. Smartasses. Oh my god. Really bad timing for an empty generator.
We'll finish you off and spend your credits on updates. This is getting ugly, Captain.
I know, May. But we're still handling us. Oh, okay. The spares we will give you the slaves. Destroy the ship, they will die. Let's save the slaves, I guess. So do we have new crew members now, or what is going on? Oh yeah, we actually got 2 or 3 more crew members. Nice, 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 nice. Those will certainly come in handy, and we also got some more resources. Let's go to the station. We definitely need some repairs. Contract unknown signal. I'm not sure what that was. Investigate the unknown signal. Oh god. Let's go for that. Han, did you see that? I've seen it, Captain, but it was very short. Can we isolate it? The interference is very weak. We'll have to adjust the settings. There's no doubt. The signal is interfering with our communication system. Give me a second. We got it. This is the first time I've been seeing something like this. What does it mean? I'm not sure. It looks like some kind of unknown encryption. This system doesn't seem to detect any similarity to other coding patterns. Maybe it's a SERTA signal. I'm still processing it, but the patterns don't match any SERTA signal recorded by the Republic. Whatever it is, this is the first time one of our ships has detected something like it. Han, can we at least trace it? The origin is out of our scanning range, but we could set a course based on the signal's range. Analysis completed, Captain. The encryption doesn't match any of our database, but the patterns are pretty simple. It seems to be some kind of audio message. Is this a guitar? That's not a guitar, Han. I don't care what instrument it is. This doesn't make any sense. Could it be a radio or satellite station that's interfering with our communication system? Negative, Captain. This signal is pretty simple, but still surprisingly rare. Nothing like this has ever been detected by the Republic. Are you telling me that we found a signal never recorded before and it's just someone playing a guitar? I'm telling you, that's not a guitar. Coordinates set, establishing route. We locate the origin of the signal and we find out. Whatever it is, there must be a logical explanation for all of this. Maybe we should have listened to the guy that said several times it's not the guitar. Well, first we need to board the station before I go there. But actually I also would like to make a little end here, as I think I basically gave you, well, an idea about how the game is gonna play out. The story is very interesting and intriguing. Please don't get attacked. I think I maybe hit something, I don't know. Let's just keep going. Don't want to get killed here before I reach the station. This is our first journey. We don't want to get killed early. And yeah, I can...
Another intersection?
Ah, crap.
Activate the shield.
I can highly recommend the game if you are not getting slaughtered on your way to the station. That is... Ah, crap. Well, his shield is down. We are not completely out yet. Ah crap, I need to watch the heat a little bit better. Or energy. I'm still not sure if it's energy or heat. To be fully honest. Holy hell. This is way too close. 20% left.
Crew. Did it.
Where's the other wreck? There. I think I was kind of lucky that I could take the first one out immediately. Otherwise I would have been in huge trouble. That burst fire is pretty good. For a little peak damage there. Oh my, those repairs gonna be expensive.
Comms chief, request permission to dock.
Yeah. Let me know what you think about the game in the comments down below. I think it's very, very worth its price of roughly 30 euros, at least in my, well, area, which is Germany. So yeah, hope you enjoyed. Hope to have you back for another one. And yeah, peace out. Have a great time. See you soon.